updated makeup tutorial, you guys. My skin. I'm gonna eat before we get into the video. First ever shin. But yeah, y'all, hope you guys enjoyed watching this video. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Definitely see you guys in my next one. See ya. Hey loves, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If y'all new here, my name is Janae. If you're not new here, then hey love, thank you so much for coming back, tuning in, and sticking with your girl for another video. Today's video is a long-awaited part 2 story time to my ex. Cheated on me, got the girl pregnant, and I'll be explaining in this video how I stayed. I know it's been a couple months since part 1, but yeah, we're explaining part 2. I told you guys I would do a part 2, so that's what we're going to do. If you guys are new here, make sure you guys join that growing family. Hit that subscribe button. We're on the road to 1K, so let's get there. Subscribe. Also, disclaimer, y'all, this situation happened 2023 in like the middle of 2024, so it's kind of a blur, but like just picture everything that I'm telling you like 10 times worse, because this whole situation was just crazy. Most craziest situation I've ever been through when it comes to like a relationship. This was also my first ever serious relationship, which is crazy because it's my first serious relationship, but also my most traumatic one. So yeah, just keep that in mind. Just know that this whole situation was crazy. So I feel like the story time is not gonna give it as much justice of how crazy like the situation really was, but whatever, y'all. If you're not caught up, make sure you go watch part 1 of the story time so that you guys, you know, are caught up, of course. Callie, don't start. Yeah, we're just gonna get right into it. Make sure you guys hit that subscribe button, join the growing family, and yeah, y'all. So part 1, we left off where I found out that the girl was pregnant while me and him were working at the same location. Found out she was pregnant. He told me that she was getting an abortion. Messaged her, found out that was a lie, and then we didn't speak for a couple days after that. I forgot who reached out back to who. It was probably me, just being emotional, being just dumb. I probably reached back out, or he did. I don't know which one, because one minute I was going back to him, the next minute he was coming back to me. So I don't remember who reached out, but I do know that after I found out that she was pregnant and that the abortion thing was a lie, I did like fake stop talking to him, and then I think I reached back out, and we both agreed to work things out, because I still had feelings, you guys. I was hurt, obviously, and yeah, I didn't really know exactly how to start over and move on, and also I really didn't really want to start over and move on, and I was young. I mean, I'm still young, but I'm not as young and dumb as I was back then. So yeah, anyways, we agreed that we're gonna work things out. I told him that I had wanted him to remove the girl off of his socials, and I remember him telling me no, like he doesn't see the point, everything's already out in the open, why do we gotta remove her? So we're still arguing over them having each other on their social medias, and I'm like, well, y'all have each other's numbers, like why do you guys need each other on social media as well? So yeah, that was a constant disagreement. He'd still be trying to control like what I was doing, despite him not respecting what I was asking of him, which was remove her off of your social media. Like, if y'all having a baby together, y'all can just communicate over text messages. Why y'all gotta have each other on Instagram too? So that was my thing. Then he also had her on Monopoly, that Monopoly game. I think I said that in my last story time. They had each other on the Monopoly game. That pissed me off too. Yeah, we had broke up multiple times after I had found out that she was pregnant. We would get back together, break up over like that simple disagreement. He wasn't respecting that I wanted him to unfollow her, and I was also like doing things to get him mad, like talking to other people, letting him know that I was like going out on dates, people was picking me up, and that would irk his nerves too. Once he realized that I was like really talking to other people and like moving on, he wanted me back, but he still wasn't really trying to follow her. I remember one time he told me that he hadn't followed her on Instagram, but me and her had each other blocked, so I really couldn't like confirm that for real. So I remember calling one of my friends. I was at work one day, and I worked inside the Pentagon, y'all. If you know what the Pentagon is, but you should. It's the government building. I worked in there. So inside the Pentagon, certain areas of the building have no service, which I might have mentioned this in part 1 too, but I can't really remember. Sorry, you guys. But yeah, certain parts of the Pentagon don't have any service. So I would have to like go to certain parts of the building to talk to people or like outside. So one time I was outside in the courtyard, and I had asked my friend to do me a favor and see if these accounts followed each other. She did it, and I seen that they did still follow each other. So that was like my last straw. After I found out that he had came back to me this time and told me that he wanted to work things out. After he found out that I was messing with people for real, he came back to me and told me he wanted to work things out and be serious, and he was going to block her and da 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 da. And I believed him, took him back, but I didn't have no proof. So I asked my friend for the proof. He lied. They were still following each other, and that was my last straw. I blocked him, and I was done at this point. And then, but I wasn't really done, y'all. Like, I wasn't really done. I went back to him. Some days I'd want him back, and some days I'd be over him. Like, some days I would text his phone, like, I'm sorry, like, I'm over it, like, it's fine, we can still be together. And then the next minute I'd be texting his phone, like, no, I'm done with you, you're wild as fuck, like, how could you do this to me? Just, I was delusional too and crazy too, y'all. Like I was toxic too. It wasn't just him. So yeah, that relationship, it got real toxic. I remember he would call me he would block my number, and I would go to work and call him off of the store phone. I would call his store. Sometimes I would even call his number off the work phone, but eventually sometimes he would block the store phone off his number, but I knew that he couldn't block the store phone. I'm calling off my store's phone to his store's phone. I knew that he couldn't block the store's phone number, so I would call the store. I would blow the store up, and he would have to answer, and I'm just calling, cursing him out because, mind you, he blocked my number and the store's number off of his phone. And yeah, it got real toxic. So yeah, I remember one day we were back talking, and he had blocked me out of nowhere, y'all. Mind you, it's a blur. I'm telling y'all what I remember. I just remember us being off and on, even after I found out that she was pregnant. So I remember one day we were back talking, and he had blocked me out of nowhere again. So I started calling him off of different phone numbers. I had made text nows. I was just blowing him up off of different numbers, my sister's numbers, different text nows, just blowing him up. A couple minutes later, his BM, which we're gonna get into that because we're gonna get into that, y'all. My bad, y'all. Editing me here. I forgot to circle back on I put the quotation marks around BM, but basically when he had came back in 2024 around my 21st birthday and around my dad's death date, there was still no baby. Like, I had asked him, like, where's the baby? How's the baby? There was still no baby. He told me about she's still pregnant. And I was like, I had asked him, like, based off my calculations, the baby should have been born early 2024, not late, a whole year later, September, October. Like, she still shouldn't be pregnant. And this man told me that they lost the first baby and he got her pregnant again. So yeah, I don't know. I just know that that could be the truth, or he also could have just been lying, like not wanting to admit that she had lied about the pregnancy, because I also remember he had sent me the pregnancy test and the ultrasound, and it just all looked hella fake. But I will never know because I am removed from that whole situation. But when he came back in 2024, a whole year later, there was still no baby, y'all. He told me that they lost it and he got her pregnant again. And I will never know if that's the truth or not. I honestly don't care. But I don't think there's no baby. I don't think there's a baby. I don't know, y'all, but that's why I said BM, because like I said, he came back a whole year later and there was still no baby. So yeah, his BM texted me and was like, he's trying to do something for his son, stop calling him. Mind you, y'all, at this point in time, there was no baby. Like, no baby was born. I remember that when he had blocked me, it was late at night. It was like 10 o'clock. It was late at night, y'all. And I'm blocked. And the baby mama texted me all like, he trying to do something for his son, stop calling him. Mind you, at this point, this is still my dude that she cheated on. Like, she knew that he had a girlfriend. So I'm like, why the fuck? Like, who does this bitch think she is, texting his girlfriend? He's trying to do something for his son. Stop texting him. Like, as somebody who was, I don't want to say mistress because we're not married, but as someone who is like the other girl, baby mama or not, I wouldn't be texting the girlfriend that was there first. Stop calling him. I wouldn't get that comfortable. Like, this bitch was comfortable. So obviously he was making her feel comfortable, because why do you feel that comfortable texting me about my man who's out cheating on you, cheating with you, doing something that he has no business doing? Remember, she had texted me all like, stop calling him. He trying to do something for his son. Mind you, no baby is born yet, and it's late at night. So I'm like, what the fuck can he be doing for his son late at night, and the baby's not even born? So I'm going off, y'all. I go crazy. I tell my sister, come on, we gotta go. We pull up to his house. I got ketchup and mustard in my hands, and I'm prepared to do anything. I'm banging on his building door, but I couldn't get into his actual, like, up to his apartment door because his building locked. So I'm just banging on the building door, screaming, like, let me in. Just acting a damn fool, y'all. I remember she ended up calling me while I was outside, and I was saying, like, tell him come outside, you come outside, like, what's up, come outside. And she ended up saying that they wasn't there, and we was going back and forth. I was like, that's cool, just let him know. Tell him he got ketchup and mustard on his door or something like that, because I remember I had poured ketchup and mustard all over his building door, just being childish, mad. Just, I wouldn't do nothing like that ever again, y'all. I wouldn't, okay? I wouldn't. No, I wouldn't. Cause I could have probably went to jail for that had I been caught, huh? Yeah. Anyways, after that we were broken up, of course. I don't remember if we got back together after that situation. I feel like he did text me after that, and I took him back, but I really don't remember. Like I said, it was a lot of me coming back, him coming back. It was just a lot of that. But one day we were broken up, and we hadn't talked for like a couple days, and I remember him coming. Callie, I'm sorry, y'all. She chewing her toy real bad right now. Okay, yeah, so I remember one day we were broken up, and I hadn't talked to him for like 2 days. He ended up coming into work, and let me tell you guys, I worked inside the Pentagon. There's 2 Dunkins. I worked in the upstairs one, and sometimes he would work in the downstairs one, but really he worked in a whole different Pentagon at a different station. But sometimes he also worked at the downstairs Pentagon, at the downstairs Dunkin' inside the Pentagon. Did that make sense? I worked inside, there's 2 Dunkins inside the Pentagon. There's an upstairs one and there's one downstairs. Sometimes he worked at the Dunkin' downstairs, but he was like a manager at a whole different Dunkin', at a different train station. But sometimes he would be downstairs at the other Dunkin', and I was upstairs at the other Dunkin'. So yeah, hopefully that makes sense. But one day he was downstairs at the other Dunkin' talking to the manager, and my shift lead was downstairs talking with him, and he had came in talking to the manager. Mind you, the manager and him are like this. They've been cool for years. He's locked in with the Dunkin', y'all. They've been cool for years. But yeah, he was telling the manager how he got a baby on the way, and I remember the girl telling me that the manager had asked, we're gonna call the manager Sherry. She told me that Sherry had asked, was the girl his girlfriend, and my ex-boyfriend was like, yeah. So I lost it, y'all. The shift leader was downstairs. Mind you, I'm like, nigga, you know that the shift leader works with me, and me and her are like kind of cool. Like, we be talking on our shift. Like, you know this. Why would you come into our workplace telling people like you got a baby on the way, you pregnant? I mean, she's pregnant, that's your girlfriend, da 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 da. And mind you, the people that we work with know that we had something going on. It's just like, I feel like he was just trying to be funny, trying to disrespect me, trying to make me even more mad. Like, I don't know what he was trying to do, but he was definitely trying to piss me off, because you, like, saying that in front of the shift lead, I feel like you know that girl was finna come upstairs and tell me, and that's exactly what she did. She came right upstairs telling me, oh yeah, he was downstairs talking to the manager, all like he got a baby on the way, and she asked if that was his girlfriend, and he said yeah. And she was like, but don't tell him I told you though. I was like, okay, but mind you, how else would I have known that? Like, this just happened. So yeah, a couple minutes after that, my break was coming up, y'all. So my lunch break comes. I'm pissed, y'all. I remember I was calling his phone. Of course, he had blocked me. This dude do not like confrontation. So anytime it was like me coming to him trying to confront him with something, and it was like he would basically block me, because he don't like confrontation. He don't like to argue. So I was calling him, blowing him up. He had blocked me. So I'm like, okay, bet. I clocked out. I got on the train, y'all. I had 30 minutes, y'all. I got on the train and I went to his job. When I get to his job, he's shocked, y'all. I march myself, I go to the back, and I snatch his coat. Mind you, I told you guys in part one that we had got each other Christmas gifts. I had got him this $300, I forget what it's called. I gotta ask. I forget what it's called. I got him this $300 coat, okay? I'm gonna put the name on the screen if I could figure it out. But I got him this $300 coat. He had got me these UGG boots. Let me show you guys. He got me these UGG boots. Yeah, I still got them, period, as I should. He don't got that coat, though. My brother got that coat now. My brother got that coat now, as he should. But, yeah, I marched into his job. I snatched the coat. We tussling for the coat. All the way in the back, not in the front where the customers can see us or nothing. But, yeah, we in the back. I remember he got his coworker, like, my ex is holding me, his coworker is like grabbing my shoe. They end up getting one shoe and I got the coat, but we tussling for a little minute, y'all. It's two of them against little old me. I get the coat. Eventually he just gives up, but he got my shoe. I remember walking out the store with his coat and just one shoe on, y'all, because his friend had got one of my shoes. Dude, I was like, fuck it, I got the coat. Like, that's all I wanted. I want my shit back. Like, you playing with me. You coming up to a place of work where you know that girl was finna come upstairs and tell me the tea. Like, you know that girl was finna come upstairs and tell me that. Especially because before all this, he had already, like, people already knew that we were a thing because he would come up to my job when we were cool and, like, hug on me and kiss me and, like, he knew that girl was gonna come upstairs and tell me, like, you playing with me. So I was like, okay, bet, I got something for you. So yeah, I got the coat. I was cool. After I got the coat, I was cool. They had got my shoe. I wasn't even tripping. I was finna call an Uber back to the store, get the rest of my stuff, and just go home because I only had one shoe on. But that was my plan. But as I'm sitting on the steps, he comes up to me and he's like, here's your shoe. Like, I'm not even gonna stoop to your level. Like, here's your shoe. So I was able to get back. I was able to catch the train back to work. Mind you, this is all on my 30-minute lunch break, which I made it back in time. I wasn't late clocking back in to work or anything. Like, I made it back on time. So I really don't know why them managers was mad for real, but yeah, I get back to work. He's already on the phone with the shift lead upstairs and the other coworker. Mind you, our other coworker is his friend outside of work. He got his friend into the Dunkin'. So he on the phone with him. He on the phone with the shift lead, all telling them what happened. I get in and I hear them saying, yeah, here she go right here. He put me on the phone. He's like, yeah, bro, why'd you do that? Like, why you doing all that? Give me my coat. Da, da, da. I'm like, I thought you didn't care. I thought you didn't care. So then he hangs up. He was like, all right, bet. He hangs up. He calls the store managers. And they, mind you, they both at the store, but they're both at the Pentagon, but they're downstairs at the downstairs Dunkin'. So he called them. Next thing I know, they're calling the upstairs Dunkin'. All like, yeah, send Janae downstairs. So I grabbed my stuff. No, I didn't grab my stuff. I grabbed my phone and I grabbed his coat because, mind you, like I said, his outside friend worked at the Dunkin'. He worked upstairs with me. So I grabbed the coat and I put it in a Dunkin' bag so nobody could try to take the shit and give it back because, like, I paid for that shit. That shit was rightfully mine and he didn't deserve it anymore. So nobody wasn't taking that ish back from me and giving it to him unless I wanted to give it back. So I took that big old coat, I put it in a Dunkin' bag and I brought it downstairs with me. Walking downstairs, both the managers are in the office, and y'all, these bitches tried to corner me in the room, y'all. They tried to corner me in the room. Mind you, I'm taller than the both of them. I'm standing over the both of them. So I just remember one being by the door and one like being in front of me. I was scooched my ass like outside of the office. It's like a tiny little, the office is real tiny anyway, but I just remember them trying to like block me in there, and that wasn't happening. So I remember them telling me that I need to give him his coat back, and I'm like, no, I bought it. Like, I remember them telling me that they was going to call the police, and I'm like, call him. I got the receipt on my phone saying that I bought it. Call him. But then I also remember them saying that they was mad that I did it on my like I went into the store or something like that. And I'm like, I don't know why. Like, I did it on my lunch break. I wasn't on the clock or anything, but I remember them being mad about that as well. I remember the shift lead upstairs agreeing with me, like, I don't know why they tripping and doing all that. You was on your lunch break. Like, I don't know why it was a big deal. But I mean, I guess. Anyways, they didn't get that coat back. I quit that day. Went back upstairs, grabbed my stuff, went home. Y'all got a vlog that day too. think I told you guys that day when it had happened. It's titled like, I forgot. If I find it, I'll put it on the. I'm gonna find it for you guys and put the thumbnail on the screen, because I literally recorded that day. I gave you guys like a brief summary of what had happened, but yeah, y'all, I got home that day. I quit my job that day, got home. He was still texting my phone, sending threats, or like he gonna get his coat back in blood and some more ish, like just sending threats. And the whole time I'm thinking like, you just let me go. Like, why you doing all that? And you just let me go. But he was sending mad threats, and I had posted his address. See, like, stuff is coming back to me. I had posted his address. I don't remember if he had posted mine, but he was just sending threats, and I was just like, this coat isn't worth my life. So I had agreed to meet back up with him after he got off work to give him his coat back. But I remember it was around the time that he would have got off work, and I had called his phone, and it went straight to voicemail, like he had blocked me. So I knew that he had blocked me, and he was over it. I remember the girl texted me that day too, all like, you childish, you just want some attention, da 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 da. And I'm just like, mind your business. Like, this is between me and a nigga that did me dirty. Like, mind your business. Why are you texting me? Like, I remember her and her friends were texting me all like, you childish, I'm gonna come up to your job and da da da. I'm like, mind you, they knew that I worked at the Dunkin' too, but that day I had quit. So I'm like, come up there. Like, I don't care, come up there. But yeah, so this nigga was telling just where I worked at, but I mean, I had posted his address, so whatever. But yeah, I just remember that day that I had snatched his coat, the BM and all her friends were texting me all like, you're crazy, you just want attention, why'd you steal his coat? Then they was like, I could just get him another one. I was like, get him another one then. Get him another one. Like, I mean, I was childish too, but that girl is 20 now, so 2 years ago she was 18. Just childish kid shit. But yeah, after that, he never got his coat back, clearly, because it's my brother's now. I remember after that, we were definitely done. I didn't go back to him or nothing. It was really hard for me to, like, stand on Callie. It was really hard for me to stand on business and leave that man alone, but I remember that was my last straw. Like, that whole situation was my last straw. I remember he had came back, and I did give him a chance, but we linked up, and like, that's when I knew that I was over him. So yeah, we haven't talked since then. It's been about a full year since we've communicated, and yeah, I feel good. Moral of that story time is, don't get back with no man that cheats on you, especially if he get the girl pregnant. I mean, from my experience, if you're going through everything that I'm going through, if a man's making a girl feel that comfortable to where she can call your phone and you're the girlfriend, if a man's making a girl feel that comfortable to where they're cheating and she can call your phone and curse you out and do this and that, clearly he's making that girl feel comfortable as well. So that's how I feel. Like, clearly she was being told something and felt comfortable enough to call my phone off some crazy stuff when I had him first. That's how I feel. So, but in general, I just feel like, know your worth. Don't stay with no man that's cheating on you. Like, there's better out there. My camera keeps unfocusing. I don't know why. But yeah, sorry if that story time was all over the place. Just know that this was a crazy, toxic, crazy time in my life. Something that I hope if I do ever go through something like this again, it won't ever be to an extent like this, because I'm dipping. Like, it won't ever get to the extent that this got to, because I wouldn't stay. Like, I wouldn't stay. I would definitely block him and heal on my own and not unblock. No matter how hard I want to, I would fight the urge, because keeping that man unblocked and sticking and staying around just brought so much toxic and drama and just sadness to my life. I got so skinny. And now people see me and be like, dang girl, where all that weight came from? Like, that's literally what people... I was in the grocery store today, y'all. I was in Safeway today, and this girl, and she was with three dudes, y'all. But I walked past the girl, and she all like, damn. I turned around, and she was like, that ass is fat. Like, I just started dying. But people always tell me, like, people that knew me, like that know me, always tell me that like I gained weight, and I did, and it's happy weight, and it didn't come from no man. It came from leaving a man alone. Like, for real, that relationship had me looking, I was so skinny and just sad and just depressed and just not okay. So yeah, I'm so glad that I'm over that situation, and I don't ever have to go through something like that again. I mean, it's not like a for sure that I won't ever get cheated on again, but if I do, it will be handled totally differently on my end for sure. So yeah, I guess that's just like a little testimony to you guys. It's gonna hurt. It's gonna hurt, and you might wanna stay, but don't. Okay, fight that urge, fight the pain, and leave that man alone, and just know that better is on the way. Okay, better is on the way, and I am so much happier without that man. And then even if you let time pass, more than likely they'll come back, because he definitely came back and like admitted that he realized I was like, I'm the best thing that he's ever had. Like, he literally admitted that to me when he came back, and I wasn't feeling it. I wasn't feeling it. So that's why we're not together. But if I wanted him, I definitely could have him right now. I was over him. It just wasn't the same. And like I said, I tried to give him a chance. But I just say all that to say that if you give yourself time to heal, and the man does come back, you'll realize that you're over him, and you don't find him attractive anymore. Everything that he's done would have like set in, and you'll just be over him. But yeah, y'all, like I always say, as time goes on, the story times will get better. Hope you guys enjoyed. Regardless, it's only my third story time, I feel like, but I'll get better as they come. I want to do a story time of the time that I was proposed to, because that was another toxic relationship. But I don't know how that person would feel about me. But I mean, nobody would know. So anyways, yeah, I want to do a story time on that, but I don't know. I'm kind of also like out of my comfort zone when I do story time. So yeah, let me know if you guys enjoy them. I mean, my last one did get a pretty good amount of views and likes, so I don't know, I just am my biggest critic. But yeah, make sure you guys like this video if you guys did enjoy the story time. Subscribe if you guys want to join the growing family. Let me know down below any other videos you guys would want to see from me. Let me know if you guys want to hear the story time of the time that I was proposed to, and I would definitely give you guys that story time. Give me some tips as well when it comes to the story times, because I mean, I feel like the only tip that I have for myself is to just like slow down and breathe. I feel like I talk so fast, but and I talk a lot too, like I drag shit. But yeah, I'll see you guys in my next vlog. Thank you guys so much for watching. Mwah. See ya.